At a strip club. While partying there, a stripper named Serenity takes Tyson for a private show. That's where Cole ambushes Tyson, kidnaps him, and takes him to a shipping container yard to get him to spill the beans on the $150 million bourbon storage unit. Tyson refuses to comply, which is when Cole brings out Serenity and threatens to kill her. Even though Tyson knows little to nothing about Serenity, he chooses to save her, thereby giving the Dunmires access to all that bourbon. When Cole's henchmen ask him what they should do with the black guy, which hints at the Dunmires' undercurrent of racism, he tells them to shoot Tyson while he's locked in the trunk of his Cybertruck. As we see the car's bulletproof exterior, which keeps Tyson from being shot to death. Dwight is shown spending some time with Margaret, unaware of everything. But after receiving a call from Goody, he quickly heads to the storage container, which Cole and his crew have empty. I'm not sure what will get Tyson fired if this doesn't. Mitch accompanied Cleo to prevent her from taking a severe action that would have ruined Dwight's plan. Despite the presence of Grace, Bodie, and Goody, Tyson was unable to stop him from pursuing his own personal vengeance against Cole. Yes, those three share equal blame for this mess, thus Dwight will not fire any of those four. The workforce is already understaffed, so Dwight's business will suffer if he starts firing employees. Nevertheless, I do anticipate that Dwight will give them a hard time, especially Tyson. Perhaps this will motivate him to change. This glitch further supports Mitch's remarks regarding Dwight's strategy. It may seem like a slow burn right now, but if he isn't undermined by his own people, the pieces do fall in the correct places. None of this would have occurred if Dwight's team had only concentrated on bottling the bourbon. And they must now determine how to continue operating Montague distillers in the absence of bourbon. Anyway, these are simply my opinions about this Tulsa King episode. Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments below if you have any. Back in Tulsa, Tyson, Bodie, and Grace, oh boy. Who surveils someone in a Cybertruck? On Main Street, it thing stands out like a UFO. The Wienermobile would not have been as noticeable, therefore Bodie was correct. They then follow Cole into his big operation, only to discover that they are in an elderly bingo hall. I was laughing. Retirees yell over missing numbers as mob youths strive to look suave. It was similar to seeing Golden Girls collide with Goodfellas. The worst part is that it wasn't only a joke. Goody arrives and calls it. Cole is not merely phoning numbers, he is committing fraud. He keeps the money coming in, schemes the pot, and plants ringers so the real players never win. That's why Tyson's victory was so significant. Luck wasn't the only factor. They were saying Tyson is saved by the Cybertruck. Tyson gets the brilliant idea to go on a trip to know the enemy, so that when the boss guy comes, they'll have more to show than packages of bourbon bottles, even though Dwight has given his men explicit instructions to concentrate on bottling the bourbon. Goody cautions against doing anything to annoy the Dunmires before heading out to take care of his personal or work-related responsibilities. But as soon as Goody exits the premises, Tyson remains steadfast and, accompanied by Grace and Bodie, embarks on a quest to gather information. Who does Tyson choose to follow? Cole Dunmire, speak about having an unrealistic goal. Naturally, the gym is where they first notice him. As Cole's ripped body must be justified by the program, Bo Knapp should have spoken with the costume department because those clothes seem to be choking him. The second location where they see him is a warehouse where an elderly bingo tournament is being held. The three of them are definitely taken aback by that, but since they are already there, they try to take advantage of it and see if it results in anything positive. Bigfoot declines to snitch on Tyson, Bodie, and Grace when Joanne asks him where they are at the distillery during all of this. Clara arrives and inquires about Armand before Joanne can question Bigfoot anymore. Joanne, of course, knows nothing concerning Armand, but the worst part is that Clara responds that Armand has vanished when Joanne asks her if she has a message for Dwight. As promised, Joanne relays Clara's message to Dwight and reassures her that they will solve this riddle. The question at hand, though, is whether Goody misled Dwight about Armand's present situation. Why, if so? We'll find out later, I suppose. Meanwhile, we see Goody visiting the trio that is playing bingo. That isn't shifty at all because Grace is the one who called Goody for additional security. Goody sits down with them and reveals them the bingo contest is a fraud. The Dunmeyers must be quite desperate if they are defrauding elderly folks in order to survive. Cole and his guys take notice of Dwight's gang as soon as Goody manipulates the system. Cole first declines to give them any money since he is aware that Dwight's ruse has been compromised. Goody notes that if the other bingo players realize there is no reward for winning, fair and square, they may quit playing his games, which would put an end to this fraud. Cole's only choice is to give Dwight's group the prize money and send them out. Tyson and his pals make the decision to spend their winnings at the conclusion of Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 3. At a strip club. While partying there, a stripper named Serenity takes Tyson for a private show. That's where Cole ambushes Tyson, kidnaps him, and takes him to a shipping container yard to get him to spill the beans on the $150 million bourbon storage unit. Tyson refuses to comply, which is when Cole brings out Serenity and THR.